The importance of UNRWA in Palestine in terms of human development is undeniable, as UNRWA stands for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees. The UNRWA is a UN agency that works to provide relief and human development to Palestinian refugees. The agency's services encompass education, healthcare, relief, social services, camp infrastructure and improvement, microfinance, and emergency assistance, including in times of armed conflict. UNRWA employs over 30,000 people, most of them Palestinian refugees, and a small number of international staff, originally intended to provide employment and direct relief to Palestinian refugees. Mainly, UNRWA operates in 5 areas: Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, the Gaza Strip, and the West Bank, including East Jerusalem. Aid for Palestinian refugees outside these 5 areas is provided by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, established in 1950 as a main agency to aid all other refugees worldwide. UNRWA is the only UN agency dedicated to helping refugees from a specific region or conflict. Unlike UNRWA, UNHCR has a specific mandate to assist refugees in eliminating their refugee status by local integration in the current country, resettlement in a third country, or repatriation when possible. After the 1948 war, UNRWA was established by the United Nations General Assembly on 8 December 1948 under Resolution 302 Section 4 to carry out direct relief and work programs for Palestinian refugees. The resolution was adopted and passed unopposed, supported by Israel and the Arab states, with only the Soviet Union and the South Africa abstaining. The UNRWA also provided relief to Jewish and Arab Palestinian refugees inside the state of Israel following the 1948 conflict until the Israeli government took over responsibility in 1952. The agency began operations on 1st May 1950. In the absence of the solution to the Palestinian refugee problem, the UNRWA's mandate is subject to periodic renewal every 3 years. It has consistently been extended since its founding, most recently until 30 June 2026. The UNRWA is funded almost entirely by voluntary contributions from UN member states. UNRWA also receives some funding from the regular budget of the United Nations, which is used mostly for international staffing costs. Most of its budget is spent on education, healthcare, and general support services. This organization is unique in terms of its long-standing commitment to one group of refugees. It has contributed to the welfare and human development of 4 generations of Palestinian refugees, defined as persons whose normal place of residence was Palestine during the period 1st June 1946 to 15 May 1948, and who lost both home and means of livelihood as a result of 1948 war. The descendants of Palestinian refugee males, including legally adopted children, are also eligible for registration. The Six-Day War of 1967 generated a new wave of Palestinian refugees who could not be included in the original UNRWA definition. However, since 1991, the UN General Assembly has adopted an annual resolution allowing the 1967 refugees within the UNRWA mandate. UNRWA services are available to all those living in its areas of operations who meet this definition, who are registered with the agency, and who need assistance. When the agency began operations in 1950, it was responding to the needs of about 750,000 Palestinian refugees, and today some 5.9 million Palestinian refugees are eligible for UNRWA services. The UNRWA also has been involved in many controversial incidents connected to its role in Gaza Strip, its relationship with Hamas, and textbook content. The recent controversy over the alleged involvement of 12 of its 30,000 employees in 2023 Hamas-led attack on Israel prompted layoffs, an investigation, and the temporary suspension of funding by the donor countries. However, Canada, Sweden, and the European Union resumed funding in March 2024. Thank you for watching.